All right. So let's have you start this meditation by grounding. Everyone just ground. Nice, big, beautiful, thick grounding cord from the base of your spine all the way down to the center of the planet. Bring your awareness into the center of your head. And from that center of the head space, just see if there's any other energies in that center of the head. Any birds, cats, horses, other people, fish, dolphins, colors that aren't supposed to be there. Say you have an ocean scene out in front of you and you keep seeing purple blotches. Anything like that. Just imagine opening up a door on the side of your head and just allowing any of that energy, foreign energy, whatever it may be, just allow it to pour on out of your head. And fill that head in with the beautiful gold sun of your own energy. Good. And everybody reach down a couple miles under the planet and find some really comfortable earth energy. And allow that beautiful earth energy to just effortlessly flow on up through your feet and your shins and your knees, along your thighs, on into your first chakra and then down your grounding cord. And do the same thing with that cosmic energy. Allow that beautiful cosmic energy to hit the top of your head, have it be just about 4 inches wide at first, and then it narrows down to 2 and flows down your spine, down past your lower back, your back channels. When it reaches that first chakra, it flips around, picks up a little bit of that earth energy, and then that mixture of mostly cosmic and just a little bit of earth flows up the front of your energy channels. It separates at your shoulders, 15% per arm, and flows across your shoulders, down your arms, out your hands. And the rest of it just fountains out through the top of your head. As it fountains through your space, it just picks up little bits and pieces of energy you're ready to let go of, little mental image pictures that you're ready to let go of, and they just flow down your grounding cord. And create a protection rose out in front of you. Just allow your aura to be inside that protection rose. It's nice to have your aura be somewhere between 2.5 and 6 feet. If you're all by yourself in the room, you can kind of spread out a little bit. But if you're in a place where there's other people, I recommend having your aura be about 2.5, 3 feet around you. And wherever the edge of your aura is, just put that protection rose. Just like your energy, but not your energy. Great. On the other side of that protection rose, I want you to imagine a big, huge, giant screen. Just a big white movie screen. And you can even ground that movie screen. You can even get like a nice golden, spongy rose and kind of clean that screen off. Make it just nice and snowy white. Send that rose off, explode it. For this practice session, we're going to just start by blowing a couple of roses. So out in front of you, I want you to create a black rose, and I want you to put a bomb on there and explode it. And create a green rose and explode it. And create a white rose and explode it. And create a red rose. I want want you just for a moment to look at that red rose, look at your creation. And if you can see that red rose, if you get a sense of it being there, then validate yourself, because you're using your clairvoyance by seeing that. Clairvoyance is the ability to see energy. And as you look at that rose, you're seeing energy. If you can't see it, that's fine. That's why we're working on this, playing. We're having a good time. We're not stressing ourselves out. This isn't a competition. We're just kind of effortlessly enjoying ourselves and playing around with energetic roses. Try to have that growth mentality. So notice that red rose out in front of you. Notice how much detail's on it. And then what I want you to do is blow it up. And then I want you to create a havingness gauge for the ability to see detail on a rose more clearly. And everybody just ground that havingness gauge for seeing details on roses. Allow anybody else's energy to come on out of that gauge, any other thing's energy, just any foreign energy, allow it to come on out. And then raise your havingness for being able to see clairvoyant detail on roses. As you raise that havingness gauge, you might notice in certain places it gets a little stuck, and now that you know how to blow roses, you can just, and now you know about pictures, you can just put those little mini roses on where it gets stuck and blow up any little pictures that are blocking you from raising that havingness gauge for seeing details. Give some amusement to that gauge. Keep on raising it. And then send that gauge off, explode it. And everybody create another red rose out in front of you. And if it shifted a little bit, just validate yourself. Ah, good. It grew. Again, growth mindset. And explode that red rose. And then next I want you to create a havingness gauge for seeing color more clearly. So everybody, just raise your havingness for the ability to see different colors more clearly. Drain other people's energy out of it, add amusement. As you raise that, blow any pictures for any energy that's blocked on there. Again, add some more amusement. Great. And send that gauge off, explode it, and create a blue rose out in front of you. Just see if that color's to see what that color looks like. Just explore that. Explode that blue rose, create another red rose. See what that color's like this time. Explode that. Create a yellow rose. See what that rose is like. And explode that. Give yourself a big gold sun. Really validate yourself. And then out in front of you, I want you to create a rose for the totality of your clairvoyant space. And I want you to release other people's energy off of that. Release any energy of effort. Release any energy of expectation. Judgment. And just scan that rose. If there's any little bits of fear in there, just let them go. And then now I want you to add amusement. Just put some amusement and fun and ease and joy and lots of exploration and kindergarten in there. Maybe even comfort. And more fun and more amusement. You can't ever have enough amusement. Good. And then just move that rose to the side of your screen. And then next, we're going to work on that energy of moving things around, just moving objects around on your reading screen, that big screen out in front of you. So next, what I want you to do is create a havingness gauge for that ability to manipulate the image of a rose. So everybody just raise your havingness for the energy of being able to manipulate a rose. Good. Add some amusement to that. Suds down the sides. Keep raising it up. Give yourself a nice big gold sun. And then we're going to play with some roses. So just kind of send that gauge off, explode it. And out in front of you, I want you to create a rose. Any color rose you want. I want you just to notice that rose. Congratulate yourself for the ability to create a rose. And then I want you to turn that rose upside down. And then turn that rose to the left. Turn it to the right. Make it dance around on your screen. Make it do a jig. Good. And then explode that rose. And let's have you create a pink rose. And I want you to allow that pink rose to jump up in the air. Just have it jump up and jump down. Have it step forward, have it step back, have it fall to the left, have it flip over and fall to the right, and then send that pink rose off and explode it. And then create a golden sun, and I want you to just put the word validation and just really validate yourself for being able to manipulate a piece of energy that you're moving on that screen. Next, out in front of you, I want you to create a orange and pink rose with some green leaves on it. And I want you to just look at that rose and validate your creation, validate the detail of that rose, validate the different colors of that rose, validate your ability to create a rose. You can even shake that rose a little bit and validate your ability to manipulate a rose. And all of these are aspects of developing your clairvoyance. Obviously, when you're sitting in line and practicing reading people and practicing reading events and practicing all the fun, exciting past lives and all the different kinds of neat things you learn how to read in clairvoyance, it's going to be a lot more exciting than just a rose. But we start at the beginning. We always start at the very beginning. And in this process, it's the rose. You're learning how to create something over and over and over again that's a similar image that we're going to use in different areas. And sometimes you create a rose and it immediately looks like something else. And that's kind of cool. That's what ends up happening over and over again. But at the beginning, you always start with ABC or 1, 2, 3. And in this case, it's a red rose, green rose, blue rose. So validate yourself for your growth period. And if you want to keep practicing, you can use this. You certainly don't need to practice any of this stuff in order to do the clairvoyant program. But if you want to practice, this is a nice little exercise to do that. All right, so let's finish up this meditation with a little healing from your healing masters and psychic surgeon. Have them come on in and give you a nice little healing on growing in your clairvoyance and in your intuitive abilities. Is anything lit up in your space? Have them help you release that. Tell them you want to feel enthusiastic and excited about growing and your intuitive abilities and in your clairvoyance. I always find it's easy if you tell them how you want to feel. So tell them you want to feel excited or good at it or whatever it is, however you want to feel. Tell them how you want to feel about your clairvoyance, and they'll help you get there. And when they're done, have them go back to Healing Master School. And everybody give yourselves a beautiful gold sun just at the top of your head. Create a beautiful, beautiful gold sun. Lots of amusement in it. And then just tip that golden sun over and have it fill in your head and your face and your neck, your chest, your arms, your core, your legs, your aura. And when you're all filled in, everyone tap your legs, dip your head over, shake it out, and come on out of trance.